It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles under the lights on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Here's the rookie from Stanford, Joshua Carney, to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. A little juke, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Hurts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Got him in. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
It's never any fun, Brandon, when you're the defensive team and the first drive of the game, you give up a touchdown. The key is not to get down. Make those adjustments and come back for your next series with the intent of shutting them down.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10. At about the 32. First run now for Kyron Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing is Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Milton Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some nifty running there. Ultimately, it doesn't get him a whole lot, but it does take him to the 45. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 41 yards. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Stafford to Cup there for a Rams first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. He finds Robinson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing again is Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Rams are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw here. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback. That's Jalen Hurts. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 52 yards. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They give the tackle to Quentin Lake.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 4. Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead.
Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Now it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I'm starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Stafford now to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Here we go, 1st and goal. Stafford. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you that you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Hurts and the Eagles now down 22-21, 27 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Shedding through the defense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.